Hi Pisces, this is your reading for March 2023. Welcome back to my channel if you're a returning viewer, and if you're new here, welcome. I have pre-shuffled the deck, Pisces, so I'm just going to lay the cards out and get straight into your reading. As always, all the information you need about me is in the description box below. I'm open for personal readings at the moment, and I also want to take this opportunity to say thank you to everybody that's subscribed to the channel so far. I can see that it's slowly growing. We're getting those subscribers, so if you're not already subscribed, hit that button, hit the notifications bell to be alerted when I release new videos. And with all that being said, we're just going to get straight into it, Pisces. So I did see this in your pre-shuffle, Pisces, with the Two of Cups showing up, okay? So you may be wanting to connect with somebody. I am seeing a new relationship here for you, potentially with a Taurus, okay? I am getting some letters here, so V and F may be relevant for some of you out there, okay? I'm also seeing the letter T. So V and F and T could be somebody's initial, first, middle, last name. Okay, so straight away, we've got the Two of Cups showing up in your spread. I'm sat on a bit of an angle just because I've got a lot of stuff on my table right now, so you just have to ignore that. But yeah, Two of Cups showing up. So Two of Cups is all about unity. It's all about, coming together, basically. Two represents polarities. It represents doubles. So it talks about two opposing things. People, basically. I feel like you've got some chemistry with somebody, okay? This could be somebody that you've been friends with or somebody that you've just connected with recently, okay? If not, this is somebody that you'll be connecting with throughout the month of March. Just take it as it resonates because it'll be different for everybody. But I am seeing that there's some newfound chemistry between you and another person here with this Two of Cups. The King of Pentacles is crossed in this card. So the King of Pentacles is fixed earth energy, so it's Taurus energy. So the person that you've met just seems to be very, very stable, very comfortable with themselves, very comfortable in life. You know, this is someone who is very grounded. Taurians tend to be very good providers, okay? They have money in the bank. They're all about the finances. So this is someone who's very good with money. It could be somebody who actually works in finance. But they're all about development and building and that kind of thing. They're a very pure soul, Tauruses, okay? They are ruled by Venus, so they are very much about relationships and, again, there's like this ease and this fluidity with this person. It's very easy to get on with them. They're very easy to talk to. You feel very relaxed and comfortable because I am seeing this Taurus just sat in this armchair, kicking back, easygoing, kind of happy-go-lucky. It's just simple. I just feel like this person's pretty simple. Now, I don't mean that they are simple. What I mean is this person is quite easily pleased. You don't really have to do too much. There's no like bells and whistles when it comes to this person. They're very relaxed in their own skin. Very, very just comfortable. That's all I can say. This person makes you feel comfortable because of that as well. So again, they're an earth sign. Earth tends to be very slow movers, okay? So this is somebody that could even move slow. They're very slow in movement, if that makes sense. But it may be just the case that this situation is taking its time to come around and develop, okay? This person's moving towards you very, very slowly. They're methodical. I think this person is someone who is very much about their stability, okay? Their personal stability. And they don't like to rush into things, so that you could see them as being a little bit stubborn maybe, but in actual fact it's because they, if they're going to put their time and energy and effort into something, they want to make sure that it's worth it. So hang in there if you are dealing with this Taurus, if you are dealing with somebody who is just taking the time, really. It's almost like they're going around the houses a little bit, but it's almost like they're doing their homework. They want to figure out whether you two are a match. There is definite chemistry there, but it's almost like this person is just enjoying your company right now. That's really what I'm getting from this card. This is somebody that may be into books and reading. They may be very well studied, okay? Very well studied. This is someone who I feel is quite intellectual as well. They have good conversation. Let's just put it that way. They have good conversation. I'm really being drawn to the wolf in this card. Now, the wolf is all about vigilance, okay? And it's almost like there's more to this person than meets the eye. There's more to this person than meets the eye. And it's really, they do carry like an air of mystery about them as well. So that may be why you're attracted to this person, to be honest with you. It's almost like they have got this air of mystery, but it's because they're so comfortable and content, and you're looking at them like, how do you do that? How do you just like thrive the way that you are? Like, I feel like this person is very hard to stress out. Like, they're never stressed. And you may be somebody that gets stressed over the smallest things, and this person is just, they're just kicking back, chilling, very hard to rouse. Let's just get it that. Let's just, say that. It's just someone who is hard to rouse. Is that even a word? I think it is. You, on the other hand, I think you want to just go into this all guns blazing, because I feel like you're showing up as this knight. Now, knights of swords, this is someone that doesn't hold back. It's almost like in for a penny, in for a pound, is what I'm hearing. In for a penny, in for a pound. So you're really gunning for this, basically. You are somebody that just wants to kind of get things off the ground, get going, do this, do that, experience things together. It's almost like you're not holding back whatsoever. You may have actually communicated with them about the way that you're feeling. This is really nice. We've got some good chemistry between us. Like, where do you see this going? Things of a serious nature, but not serious, if that makes sense. So it's not light-hearted, friendly conversation. It's a little bit more serious than that, but it's not a case of, well, are we moving in together? It's not as serious as that. I feel like this person shifted your perspective, okay? They've shifted your perspective somewhat, because in the past you've got this 10 of Wands, and I feel like this is you really feeling like you're never going to meet anybody, or, life's just hard and it's just a struggle, and it's almost like you're just waiting for something exciting to happen. And I'm hearing like Groundhog Day, so it's like been like Groundhog Day for a while for you. Nothing really much has been going on for you. Now, obviously, I'm not talking about your general day-to-day stuff. I'm talking about the things that really give you that sense of oomph, that things that really uplift the spirit. 10 of Wands can feel burdened. This is someone who is just like, oh God, when is this situation going to get any better? And then you meet this person, and because you meet this person and things seem to be going really well, it's almost like you just want to, like, it's almost like I'm seeing like a firework. So fireworks may be relevant for some of you, but it's almost like a rocket. You just want things to take off. You want things to happen. This person's like, whoa, 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 slow your roll. I'm getting like a hippie vibe as well. So they may be quite, into things like mushrooms and spirituality and cleansing the aura and all that stuff. I'm just picking up this kind of, this hippie vibe. This is someone that's very chilled out. They may even smoke cannabis. Whereas you are somebody that's much more stimulated with this Knight of Swords. You are somebody that's much more kind of in your head about this situation, okay? You're wanting to see how far it can go. You're wanting to see how far you can take this. I feel like there's a little bit of a warning here with Spirit saying slow your roll a little bit. You don't want to scare this person off, because I am seeing two very opposite people here. Someone very chilled out, very placid, and someone who is much more stimulated, much more interactive, much more excitable. The Tower's showing up here, okay? So you can expect some big change to come. We're going to pull some more cards just to clarify this spread, but the Tower indicates big changes, okay? This is the card of Mars. So Mars is all about action. So something's going to happen, and this is where this situation is leading to, okay? Something's going to happen between the two of you, and it's going to open up a whole new world, okay? Now, whether that's good or bad, like I said, we'll pull some more cards to see, but the 10 really marks as, the end of a cycle. Sorry, not the 10. The world card, 21, it marks the end of a cycle. It's almost like life as you knew it is no longer, it ceases to exist, okay? So you're stepping into a brand new world. It's almost like stepping through the doorway into a brand new portal. I do feel like you're going to be happy about this, because the lady on the card's smiling, okay? This is someone whose needs are being met. This is someone whose needs are being met. This is someone who is really pleased with the outcome, or you will be at least. But I do feel like there's a little bit of warning, just to kind of temper yourself a little bit, hold back a little bit. You don't need to give somebody your everything and your all straight away. And I think that's only because you've been trudging through life for quite a while. Things have become a little bit burdensome and just grey, and your outlook on life probably hasn't been that positive, to be honest with you. But I do see that changing, especially with regards to this person. We've got the Ace of Swords showing up here, so that's really telling me that you're just learning about each other right now. You know, you're accessing that pineal gland. You're really going deep. Okay. So again, I'm seeing maths. Okay. Maths could be relevant. I had this in another reading and I'm pretty sure it was for Scorpio. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio. But it's almost like you're really just accessing something, awakening inside your mind. I really feel like the two of you are just learning about each other right now. And this person's really just taking the time to just digest you and take you in. Sometimes we'll meet people and because there's good chemistry, we'll rush the process. And then later on down the line, when we're like 6 months deep or 1 year deep, we realise that me and this person actually have nothing in common whatsoever. It was more the excitement, you know, the passion behind the situation that carried you so far, basically. And then you realise, well, actually, we've got nothing in common whatsoever. And then that's when things start to take a bit of a turn for the worst. So right now you are in this period of just, you know, learning about each other, realizing things about each other, seeing things about each other. You know, you may not even be thinking and asking questions. Sorry, not thinking. You may not be asking questions at the moment. You may just be being quite quiet and trying to pick up on those subtle little nuances that they say. You know, how do they respond to your questioning? How do they respond to your conversation? You know, that kind of thing. And I do believe that this person's doing that to you also. I'm hearing down the rabbit hole, okay, down the rabbit hole. So it's almost, again, I'm picking up this whole new world that's about to reveal itself to you as well. I'm picking up a difference in finances, okay. So this person that you're meeting, they may be very well off in terms of money, okay. I'm seeing like family money, so they've got family money, so maybe they've inherited some money in the past. That's put them in a very comfortable place, so they don't have to worry about things like bills and stuff like that. It's all taken care of. So they're very relaxed, they're very comfortable, you know, they don't really have, I'm hearing like not a worry in the world. So this is someone who's really, really comfortable in life. And that might be why you're seeing them as a catch, okay? That might be why you're making a beeline, because the Knight of Swords, this is like an urgency. There's an urgency to this. So it's almost like you're making a beeline for this person because you've got good chemistry. You know, this is someone who's very stable, very grounded. You know, they're very well off, you know, that kind of thing. The Empress is showing up here. Now, the Empress is all about, you know, this is Venus energy again. This is a card of Taurus and Libra. Okay, so there's a lot going on with regards to communication and going backward, like a two in and a throw in and a backwards and a forwards. But the Empress is a divine female. This is the divine feminine. You know, she's symbolic of the wife. She's symbolic of the divine mother. You know, nurturing this is what this card is symbolic of, nurturing. So like I was saying before, just kind of slow your roll a little bit. Try not to be so abrasive or so aggressive when it comes to this person. You know, really just relax around them. I do feel like they put you in this place of comfort, absolutely. And, you know, it's kind of that vibe that you really need to channel, if that makes sense. It's, you know, nurture this situation. I'm feeling like there's a tendency to, it's almost like, you don't want to ruin this before it started. And I feel like just being I'm hearing like a bit of desperation. So, okay. So there could be an air of desperation to you at the moment with regards to this person. And it's just because you see them in such a good positive light. You really want to bag them. You want this person to be yours. Especially after, you know, everything that you've had to endure in the past. I do feel like you've had financial difficulties in the past. Absolutely. You know, you may still be owing some money. You may still be having some financial struggles, okay? But you are moving away from that. You are moving away from that. So maybe you've put some things in place to, you know, I'm hearing like a debt solution or something like that, or you've come up with some type of payment plan to move away from, you know, the burdens of those bills, basically. You're wanting to just resolve them and be done with them once and for all. Maybe because you've put yourself in this mindset of, I need to improve my spending, I need to improve my budgeting. You know, it's like you're in a very financial mindset at the moment. You've attracted this person. It's almost like that vibration has brought them to you, okay? So this is someone who's very responsible with the money. Justice is showing up here, okay? So justice is showing up, and justice shows up when there's been injustice. So you may have recently split with somebody in the past, or you could have split with somebody in the past. You could you know, be going through a divorce, or you could have been going through a divorce or something to that degree. Justice is all about bringing in that sense of balance again. This person makes you feel very, very balanced. They make you feel very comfortable and content. And again, I'm just getting that polarity, like I was saying with the two. It's almost like opposites attract. Okay, so this person may not be like anyone that you've ever dated before. I am seeing that they could be a little bit older than you, actually. But they're not like anyone that you've ever dated before. And it's actually really doing it for you. I'm not going to lie. It's really doing it for you. I feel like you spend a lot of time in your head, okay, thinking about this person and what this situation could be and how it could grow and how it could develop and how happy you could be together. Because I'm seeing a lot of cards where the eyes are shut, okay, and that's symbolic of going inward. So you spend a lot of time inwardly thinking about this scenario, about this person, about this situation. Beneath that, we've got the Ace of Wands showing up. And again, the Ace of Wands, you know, you want something brand new. You want something exciting. The Ace of Wands is the adventurer. They just want to do their own thing. They want to get out there. They want to explore. They want to, you know, they don't hold back. Fire energy. It's flamboyant. It's, you know, it's charismatic. It's magnetic. It's this chemistry. It's very uplifting. Okay, so I do see that this person uplifts your spirits. Absolutely, especially after this breakup, whatever it is that you've been through, because the Queen of Swords showing up again, indicating a separation. I feel like there's this element of you feeling like you're on the straight and narrow now. Okay, I'm on the right path. I'm on the right path. So you may have done a lot of work to try to get yourself into a stable position, and it's almost like you're on this straight and narrow now. And it may be under the influence of this King of Pentacles. Maybe you've discussed finances. Maybe I feel like you've very much discussed the affairs of the world, the affairs of the economy right now, things like that. You know, this person is very smart, very clever, very well, like, I wouldn't say even well read. I just think this is someone, like, for example, they're quite mature, they read the news, they know what's going on in the papers, you know, things that are happening in all these different countries and the state of the economy right now. I am seeing that this person may be some type of financial investor as well. So they may invest the money, they may invest the finances. That's where they've acquired the wealth. If it isn't family money, then this is what they do. There's definitely something regarding finances with this person. But yeah, it's almost like this person is very much about the world. They're about economy, okay? They may spend a lot of time reading. And again, I'm just seeing like laws, regulations, rules, that type of thing coming up, okay? But it's like civil law, law of the civilians, you know, the state of the people, that kind of thing. The Tower, again, like I said, is really sticking out to me. Something is going to happen that takes you by surprise. We're going to pull some more cards and we'll get into it a little bit deeper. But something's going to take you by surprise, okay, with regards to this connection. And you're going to be stepping into this whole new cycle, and I do feel like this marks a completion. If you are somebody that has struggled, okay, throughout their life in regards to finances, relationships, it's just generally speaking, you identify with the fact that your life has been quite a struggle. I don't think that's going to be happening anymore for you. I feel like things are going to start to work out, okay? Things are going to start to go your way. The World card is Saturn, okay, so it talks about restrictions, limitations, you know, things like that. But I'm really picking up something about law and order, and now I'm seeing like a barrister of some kind, something like that. So this person may be some kind of lawyer or barrister, because Saturn rules barristers, okay? That's why they wear black. Three of Swords. Oh, okay. So this is taking a bit of a turn. So the Three of Swords is showing up, and then we've got the King of Pentacles, and then we've got the Five of Cups. So the Three of Swords is about heartbreak. It's about losses, okay? It's about suffering and suffering in silence, right? We've got the King of Pentacles showing up again. So this could be this person's energy, right? This may be why they're taking the time to develop this situation, because they've suffered heartbreak and losses in the past, okay? This is someone who needs to heal from something. It could be that they've recently divorced. It could be that they're the ones that have been, you know, recently divorced, or they've exited a relationship. I am seeing there could be a potential for this person to have lost somebody, possibly a spouse, let's just say, because we've got this Three of Swords showing up, King of Pentacles, you know, and I am picking up like a family home. Maybe this person still resides within the family home. But then we've got this Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups is really indicative of grief and losses again. So, you know, this person, again, like I said, this is family money. This person may have acquired a sense of wealth in regards to the family, and it could be because they've lost somebody, they've lost a spouse. You know, justice does rule spouses, and they're just not quite ready to enter into another relationship right now. You know, I do feel like they've accepted that the situation's over. Okay, there's nothing that they can do about it. However, they are still, it's almost like I'm hearing they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. They're trying to clear out this energy, this grief that they've endured with regards to the loss. This could be a loss of the mother of their children. Okay, like I said, the spouse, the wife, the divine mother, you know. I'm seeing now that this absolutely rocked their world. It really did tear them apart. So, it tore them apart. Now, like I said, you can flip these roles. If you feel like I'm reading for you, then, you know, absolutely. This is a general reading. Take what resonates. But, yeah, there is this element of loss to this reading. Somebody's lost a spouse. Okay, they may have inherited some money from that. I'm seeing quite a big house, and I'm seeing a spiral staircase. So that might resonate for some of you. But I do feel like there's quite a chill in the house as well. It's not the same as what it used to be. It's quite cold there. It's not as, you know, there's not as much life. There's not as much life there as there once were. I do see this woman, okay? I do see a woman, like a spiritual woman, or a woman that has like been reabsorbed by the earth. So it's, again, it's hinting at the fact that this person has lost somebody, or you could have lost somebody. So now I'm getting this reluctance to begin a brand new life, okay, a brand new cycle. It absolutely is going to come around with the World card, you know. The World card shows up, and like I'm saying, it's almost like a closing of the door, leaving the past in the past, not living there no more, and that's coming in the future. But it's really difficult for this person to do that because they are still grieving. There is a lot of pain that they've endured with the loss of somebody, okay, with the loss of a spouse, with the loss of, I'm just getting a spouse very heavily. In an actual fact, I'm getting a female, and that is gender specific. You know, I'm getting a female. They've lost a female. I feel like this person's been wandering for quite some time as well, kind of at a loss of as to what to do. So when you met them, when you two kind of connected, you know, this person is interested in you, is what I want to say. When you two connected, it may have took this person by surprise that there was chemistry. This person may be feeling a little bit guilty about the fact that, you know, after some time, now they've actually connected to somebody else because they've been sat in grief for a very long time, or you have been sat in grief for a very long time. And it's almost like you're feeling this sense of guilt, like, oh, you know, I'm turning my back on everything that I've ever known. All that stability that I've ever known with this person, it is like no more. And it's almost like a wake-up call. This is what this tower is. It's a wake-up call. They're getting a wake-up call, like, you know, you can't sit in this energy forever. You can't be here forever. I feel like this person tries to stay as close, or you try to stay as close to this spouse as possible. And it's almost like entering into another relationship is going to cause a sense of separation, okay? And there may be a feeling of anxiety around that, but also guilt. It's like guilt. It's almost like the forgetting about them. They don't want to forget about this person. So just bear that in mind as well. I'm seeing numbers, okay? So I'm seeing 10, but I'm also seeing 11, and I'm seeing 12. 10, 11, 12. So that might be relevant for somebody. That might resonate for somebody. 10, 11, 12. But really what that tells me is about progression. 10, 11, 12 is, you know, that's the Wheel of Fortune, Justice, and the Hangman. So you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, a Libra, or a Pisces like yourself. Okay. So we've got high haters, which is really, really interesting. So let's pull some more cards. We've got Sun. Okay, so Sun. And please, now is the time to let go. Sorry, not please, release. Now is the time to let go. So again, it's really talking about somebody needs to let go of the past. Somebody needs to let go of this spouse. They're very much residing in that heart space. Okay. The sun's showing up. The sun talks about general energy, but it also talks about the atom. And again, it really speaks to me about returning to source. So somebody has lost somebody, they've returned to source. It's almost like they are now one with the universe. If you can see, it's like, you know, they are one with the universe. So they need to be released, and now is the time to let go. What's really interesting in this is this high haters card. I'm not really sure what that's about. Cut the cord. Again, somebody needs to let go of somebody. Somebody needs to let go of somebody and move on. Give me some time. This person needs some time in order to, you know, get over this. This is not something that they're taking lightly. It's hit them very, 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 very hard. Which it does, you know, grief is it can. One thing I will say is grief never actually leaves us. You know, it's a state that resides within us. The only difference is we raise that vibration of grief, especially when we lose somebody. And it's almost like this person has been sustaining this level of grief in order to feel connected to the spouse that they've lost. And it's almost like I'm hearing messages from this spouse saying, you need to let go of me, let me go. I feel like this person, if the spouse can't cross over because they're holding on to them too tightly, and the spouse knows that they are not okay. So it's almost like they're saying, you know, that you need to let go, let me go. And by releasing them, they can pass over and this person can continue on with their life. It's almost like I'm getting this very stuck energy. So it's not good for anybody, really. It's not good for you, it's not good for them, and it's not good for the spouse that's passed on. You are so beautiful to me. So I feel like these are messages now. And then we've got this mouse, loss. Again, mouses indicate losses. So this person was really in love with their spouse. Whoever I'm reading for here, the person that you're dealing with was really in love with their spouse. You know, they were in a happy relationship. I'm even seeing a happy marriage. There was possibly children there. And some type of trauma happened. Some big event happened where they lost their spouse. I am seeing something to do with an aeroplane. It could be something to do with an aeroplane, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. But I'm seeing them rushing to a hospital, rushing. It was almost like there was some type of vehicle involved or aeroplane or something like that. And this person rushed to the hospital. But I am seeing that they just didn't quite make it in time. They didn't quite make it in time, and it broke the heart, okay? It broke the heart. I am picking up traffic, okay? So this could have been like a road traffic accident or something like that. And I feel like this person spent a lot of time in their head thinking, if I'd have just done this, if I'd have just done that. I'm seeing like this person maybe took a particular route to get to a hospital, and traffic held them back and they missed it. They missed the person passing on, and they carry a lot of grief for that. Something to do with that. Because I'm seeing these very big buildings, almost like a hospital, and this person's just like gutted that they couldn't be there. They wanted to be by them, the side, okay? This is what their energy is. It's very stuck, and that's what's preventing this situation from moving forward. So you need to be really careful with this person. I think they've been through a lot. I feel like they are trying to overcome what's happened to them. They do enjoy your company. They do enjoy being around you. They do enjoy that energy. It's very much reciprocated. You know, it's almost like there's electric when the two of you touch, when you hold hands. Okay, and it's almost like it's reigniting all of these emotions and all of these feelings that they once had for this person, and this person is no longer here now. Look, I'll show you the Empress. It's almost like, look, she's connected. She's part of the universe, and this person here, it's almost like a spirit been lifted. So this person has been lifted. They're no longer here. They don't have a physical form, is what I'm hearing, in terms of a body. But they are part of the physical form, which is the world, okay? They are around them. They are around them. I feel like the reason why they're around them is because they're struggling to let them go, okay? But they need to release them. They need to let them go. I'm going to pull some cards from the Kipper. This is a bit of a heavy reading, Pisces, you know, but it is very spiritual. So it's not surprising to me that something like this has come up in your reading, since you do rule that realm. There is love here, there is chemistry here, but someone's just really struggling to overcome something that happened to them in the past. You know, I don't think that this is something, they need to cut the cord. High haters is showing up. I'm just going to pull some cards for that, because I'm quite confused as to what that means. So, you know, if it does resonate with you lot, you know, if it does resonate with someone, then take it. But Six of Swords and Two of Pentacles. So someone's had to move away. I'm seeing like someone's had to move away. Maybe there was just a group of people that you needed to get away from, okay? Maybe that's how you met this person. Maybe you met this person because you're in a new state, you're in a new city, okay? Can you see? There's a new state, there's a new city. And it's almost like when you showed up there, you didn't know anybody. So this is the first person really that you've connected with. And something's developed between the two of you, because I do see you, look, you're leaving, you're moving away. So maybe you had some trouble where you come from originally, or wherever it is that you were staying. She's got her suitcase, so you had to move away from that. There was just a lot of hate going on around you, to be honest with you. It was almost like you couldn't wait to get away as well. You ran from that shit. So you've overcome a lot as well. You've got away from a lot of negativity in your life, okay? And it was quite difficult for you to endure, I'm seeing, but this person just kind of revitalized you a little bit. I do feel like the two of you sit there and talk about deep things, okay? So you talk about very deep things about what's happened to you in your life. And maybe that's how you've connected on a very soul-based level, because the Two of Cups does indicate that, you know? It's almost like you feed into one another through compassion, through understanding. You know, this is a card, it can indicate friendship as well, you know. So, you know, it's almost like when the two of you are sat, it's like late night, I'm getting, when you have a glass of wine and you open up and you talk to each other. And that's really how the two of you connect. It's on that very deep, deep, deep vibration. But deep vibrations, again, grief is a deep vibration. So there is some grief, there is a need to let go, I do think. And, you know, this could be for the other person, but it could also be for you as well. You know, there's a need for you to let go and leave the past in the past as well. You've learned some hard lessons, you know, some hard truths. And it's almost like you're carrying that around with you as well. I'm seeing emotional baggage. There's a lot of emotional baggage and there's a lot to unpack. So why would you want to rush this connection? You know, if you want to do it naturally, if you want things to work out and unfold naturally, you don't need to be rushing. These things will come out in their own good time, you know. And when you don't pressure somebody for this, they're actually more willing to give. They're not feeling that pressure to perform, if that makes sense. So yeah, so you have moved away from a lot of people, a lot of negativity. I think that's what that high haters is. It's almost like high haters, bye haters, see you later, bye. Like, you don't bother me no more. Moving away from that shit. Two of Pentacles, again, balancing. This could indicate finances, again, financial struggles. Maybe you're trying to balance the finances, like I said before, or you're trying to wrap your head around them because you have just moved and maybe things cost, you know, the cost different wherever you are, or you know, you're trying to figure out how much it costs to travel to the places you need to get to and stuff. So I am just seeing like this sense of budgeting your finances and making sure that it lasts the way that you need it to, okay? So let's see what else we can get from the Kipper. So there is, again, there is attraction here. You know, you are vibing with this person. This person's vibing with you. I just feel like there's a lot of emotional baggage. There's a lot to unpack. I think the two of you have both been through it, to be honest, but in very, very different ways. Let's just... So the sun's showing up, okay? The sun card's showing up, and the Two of Swords is about avoidance. You know, something not wanting to make a decision. And I feel like that's in regards to releasing everything that's happened in the past. You know, you really need to open yourself up to a higher vibration is what I'm seeing. If you're constantly in your head, going over the same things over and over and over again, how are you ever going to raise that vibration? You can't. You're just going to be stuck and stagnant. Wealthy man, like I said, this person could be in the financial industry to some degree. This could be somebody that's very comfortably in life, you know, seated very comfortably in life. This is someone who, there's wealth behind this person. Now, this could be a wealth of knowledge. This could be a wealth in terms of money. I do think it's finances in this case, to be honest with you. This person has money. Maybe this person has a really nice house as well, I'm getting. I feel like it's a very nice house with something to do with nature. So it might be quite like rural, you know, like set away from the hustle and bustle of life. It's very rural, because I am picking up, like I said, this person is like giving me big hippie vibes. So it's almost like this is somebody that is a little bit introverted. They like the comforts of the home. They like to read. They like to spend a lot of time developing the self, basically, is what I'm saying. But this is someone who has money, okay? Message of concern, okay? So we've got message of concern showing up now. And we'll pull some more. Message of concern. So this guy, whoever it is you're dealing with, or woman, like I said, take it as it resonates, could be sending you some type of message that concerns you just a little bit. Maybe this is a message in regards to their emotions and how they're feeling. We've got high honor here. So again, I'm just getting this big property. But high honor is somebody who is, you know, is very well thought of. When you've got high honors, you know, you are someone that's respected. You are someone that is well established. I'm also seeing degrees as well. So this person could have degrees in finance or degrees in something. It's almost like this person is very highly honoured when it comes to their profession. That's how they've made their fortune. If it's not something that's been inherited through a loss, or it's not old family money, then it's this someone who is highly honoured in their field. Okay, whatever it is that they practice, whatever it is that they do. And now we've got imprisonment. So really with this, what I'm picking up is the fact that this person needs to let go of the spouse, or you do, whoever it resonates for, it doesn't matter. Somebody's feeling trapped. It's almost like they can't pass on. And again, I'm just getting the mouse. This mouse indicates losses, you know, it indicates losses. And it's almost like this person, whoever has passed on, is trapped. Okay, they can't pass on to the other side because this person is just grieving for them so heavily. However, it's trapping everybody in this situation. I'm seeing like a bit of a stalemate situation going on here, where nobody's actually getting what they want from this relationship because of the fact that this spirit needs to be released. You could actually receive some type of message of concern that this person has been locked up, okay, or arrested for some reason. I'm just seeing some type of investigation going on with regards to the finances, okay? But this is an honourable man, so this reading is telling me that there's nothing wrong. This person hasn't done anything wrong. They're just, you know, I don't know. It's just like this person hasn't done anything wrong, you know, that they're above board. So this message of concern, you don't really need to be concerned about it. It's almost like you haven't heard from this person in a while, and then they message you, and then they say, oh, sorry, I've been, you know, this has happened, or I'm sorry that's happened, and they're in a bit of a shit situation. But I don't think that you need to worry about it. Like I said, this is someone with high honours. This is someone who is well respected. Privileged lady, and main female. Okay. Again, I'm just seeing wealth. Okay, so when this person passed on, they may have left their wealth. Okay, because this is main female and privileged lady. Privileged lady is somebody that's very well to do, very well off. You know, they live a very privileged life, and a main female is the main female, you know, the main concern here. So it's her wealth, maybe, that's been left behind. That's why this person's very comfortable. Maybe this person feels a little bit awkward, let's just say, about sharing this main female's wealth with you. Let's just put it that way. It's almost like, you know, they've acquired this wealth. This, again, it's going to be different for everybody, so take what you can from these readings. But it's almost like this lady's wealth was passed on. And the person that received that wealth, that inheritance, feels a little bit guilty by sharing it with somebody else. You know, there's a reluctance there. But they're stuck in this energy. They can't get over that. They need to be willing to push themselves out of the comfort zone in order for anything to grow and develop. They can't stay in this prison. I'm seeing like an imprisonment. They can't stay in there forever. It's becoming very, very, I'm seeing Page of Cups now. The Page of Cups talks about spirits. It really does. This is about the imagination, you know, that spiritual access to that other realm. This is someone who is very, very empathic, someone who is very connected. This person may speak to their other half quite often, okay? So when they're at home, on a night time, you know, when they're by themselves, they'll say, you know, what do you think? It's almost like they still reach out to them, they still talk to them. You know, it's very hard for them to let them go because it's almost like they want to have them around still. They want to feel their presence, if that makes sense. That's quite sweet. This is a very sweet energy. This person is just the sweetest of hearts is what I'm getting, you know. And I feel like that's a message for them. I feel like that's the message, you know, they're being acknowledged that they're so sweet. They're such a sweet person. They're such a sweet man or a sweet woman. And they are being heard, okay? So they are being heard. So whatever it is that they're speaking, the spouse is listening. Six of Cups again. It's all about that nostalgia, being in your head, reminiscing on times gone by, you know, with a familiar friend, with somebody that's familiar. It talks about, normally this couldn't talk about an ex coming back, this ex ain't coming back. So in order for this situation to stay alive, this person has to travel back in time. They have to live in their memories, and they're very much stuck in the past. They're very much living in the past. I don't think they're ready to leave that alone. Okay. So that's your reading, Pisces. It's very interesting, to be honest. Maybe try and open up a line of communication with this person. I do feel like you talk to this person quite a lot anyway. But I feel like this reading is much more about understanding where this person is spiritually. You know, this person is grieving at the moment. Okay, on the surface, they look happy. On the surface, they look like they're doing okay. They're very comfortable in life. Like, you know, they don't have any worries, but it's almost like within the psyche of this person, there's a lot going on in regards to a spouse that's passed away. That's really what I'm seeing. So that's your reading, Pisces. If it resonated, give it a thumbs up. I'm just going to get some advice for the back of this reading, to be honest with you, Pisces, because I just want to know what's like. See, we've got the Tower card showing up again. This Tower card, separation. This is separation anxiety. This person has separation anxiety. They are so lost without this spouse. You know, maybe they were with them for quite some time. Maybe they spent a lot of time with them. But it just knocked them for six. Absolutely knocked them for six when this person passed away. Really did. It took the wind out of them. It completely just destroyed everything that they had built up inside of them. It's a really, really this is an intense card. The Tower card is an intense card, man. This is like war inside. This is like mental war, emotional war, like all of the wars, you know. It's existing inside this person. This isn't something that's easy to let go of. It's not easy to recover from. King of Wands, so Leo energy. Leo energy really talks about, you know, taking the lead in a situation, leading with intent. But it also is indicative of somebody that is just burning inside. It's almost like this person is on fire. They may be containing it very, very well. Okay, so they may be hiding it very, very well. But beneath the surface, you know, the Tower card, this is what's going on for this person. So where is this going to go in the future? Let's get some with regards to you, because we've spoken a lot about the person that you're dealing with, okay? But where is this situation going? We have got the Tower coming up again. Like I said, that's where this situation's heading. Now, the Tower card could indicate big changes, but that can be destructive, but also big changes for the better as well. Because when these things happen, they usually do benefit us to some degree. This is divine intervention. The divine has intervened in this person's life. So let's see. Ace of Swords. So communication is going to take place between the two of you. The Ace of Swords is about the truth, you know, somebody delivering the truth, someone seeing things from a new perspective. You know, I feel like you're going to have a conversation with this person and it's really going to open your eyes as to what they've actually been through. And I am seeing that there's a lot of darkness inside this person. I don't think it's going to come as a shock to you, but I do feel like it's going to reveal a lot to you, okay? You may be going, right, I get it now. Five of Wands, okay? So there is going to be some type of conflict going on. There is going to be some type of drama, okay? But I also see just like a backwards and a forwards. These are cards of communication. Maybe this person's going to be telling you about how much they've had to deal with, you know, this strife that they've had to endure in just in surviving, basically. It's almost like battle of the fittest. So just in surviving, this person has struggled just to survive up until this point, and I feel like they're going to communicate that very clearly to you, that they have struggled, they've been struggling, that this is, you know, fire spirit. So it's almost like this person's been struggling to keep that vibration high. Maybe they're suffering with a little bit of depression. They could potentially be drinking too much as well. So if you are drinking with this person, just be aware that this person could be indulging in alcohol a little bit too much. And especially, as I've just said, King of Cups coming out. The King of Cups, you know, alcoholism, someone that drinks, drowns their sorrows. So just be mindful of how much you're drinking around this person, okay? This is someone that has the capacity to love very, very deeply, okay? They may not seem that way. They may seem very grounded. They may seem very, you know, straight down the line. But this is someone who has the capacity to love to the depths of the earth, basically. You know, it goes so deep within them, you know, that things often get lost in this person. This person may struggle to find words to communicate their emotions because they are so deep and they are so dark. It's almost like words don't hit. So this person, okay, I'm seeing that this person may try to communicate with you through music or through some type of performance, okay, some type of art form, because they struggle with their words when it comes to dealing with what they've endured already. So I feel like this person, again, this person is somebody that has the capacity to love in a very mature way, let's just say. However, there are things inside them that are very, very sensitive. There are things inside them that are very, very, you know, to the bone, basically, is what I'm hearing, to the bone. They go very, very deep. And it's almost like it's a sensitive subject, so they don't even like to talk about it. But I do think in the future, this person is going to open up to you. They're going to speak to you. They're going to reveal some truths. And they're going to tell you how they've had to struggle. You know, it's not been easy for them. Again, like I said, I do think that the two of you do speak anyway. But I think that this is going to be more, you know, there's going to be a little bit more detail in this conversation. It's going to provide a sense of clarity. Okay, so that's your reading, Pisces. I am going to leave it there because we are getting on a little bit. I hope that you could take something from this reading. It has been a little bit heavy, but, you know, come back next month and we'll see how the situation's changed, if this has resonated for you. As always, all my information can be found below, like I've said. I am going to be doing some lives this week, I think, but I will keep you posted. So subscribe to the channel. You'll be notified when things are happening. And until next time, Pisces, I'll see you soon.